and intervenes on their life, while also saying that God cannot intervene to stop children from being abused.
So she has a great point, right? She's saying that how can we say there's free will and God can't intervene to like save a child from molestation, but God intervenes to bless us with, finding something we lost or giving us a good day for a wedding or something like that. Like God blesses us with these trivial things, but he can't save a child from molestation. And this is a great point, and I can understand why non-believers would look at this and scratch their heads. But the problem is it's hard to explain these things to people who don't have the revelation of God, because they're not seeing it through the spiritual eyes, they're seeing it through their natural eyes. So it's very difficult. But let me say this, that the spirit world, the way it works, that it requires human participation for them to intervene in our lives, good or evil, right? So the devil is against us. The devil's intent is to kill us all. Why hasn't he done it already? Why didn't the devil just kill us all together? Why is he, doing all these things? Because he needs participation from us. We have to come in agreement with the devil. The way we come in agreement with the devil is by committing sin. So the devil gets our agreement, our participation, by us committing the sin. That's how it works in the spirit world. God, we come in agreement with God by doing his words, and God will then bless us, intervenes by blessing us and protecting us, etc. So children are, under the age of consent. And the way that God has structured it is that the children would have parents, because the kids can't consent for themselves. The parents would have been there to guide and protect the children so that they can grow up in the right way. Now, we live in a world with free will. People can choose not to follow God, and he doesn't come down and strike them dead right off the bat, because God is love. So people do molest children. Now, God does step in and God does intervene. Sometimes God sends a police officer over, a parent over, the mailman to knock on the door, interrupt the process, whatever. God has been saving children for thousands of years. We just don't have a record of it. But yes, molestation still happens. This is the reason why you as a parent, you have to teach your children how to pray. Teach your children how to, call on God, because when you start calling on God, he comes in. He comes in and blesses you and helps you. Because again, the spirit world requires our participation. That's the rule that God set up to protect us from being destroyed by the devil. And he follows his own rule, right? So it's difficult to explain. I don't think this is going to be satisfactory to many people, but this is really what it is, okay? So you come into agreement with the devil when you commit sin. The devil is very nefarious. He doesn't come out and say, okay, do you agree to commit sin so I can attack you? No, he comes through all kinds of doors. It's very subtle. Right? So when you do this sin, you give him permission to attack you. When you pray to God, when you follow God's commandment, you give God permission to bless you. That's just the way it is. So protect your children. Teach them how to pray.